Well, this is way better than we thought. Jimmy Butler hurts his pelvis in game 2 against the Rockets yesterday, and we just got a cryptic message from Jimmy's agent. What is going on with his pelvis? We're all awaiting. I'm Arthur Ballesteros. This is Warriors Digest. Let's get into it today, but first, hit subscribe right now. Over 10,000 of you have joined the Warriors Digest community. We bring you daily videos breaking down what's going on with the Warriors because it just gets crazier every single day. My name is Arthur Ballesteros. I'm sick as a dog. Again, I don't know what's going on around here in San Francisco, but pray for me and pray for the bear. Remember that phrase? We're going to get into it in just a second here. This was the headline of the day as we all await the results of Jimmy Butler's MRI. This is the news that came out. Butler's agent sends cryptic message about the Warrior star's health. Okay, what did he say? Well, I'm going to get to that. Hold on. Hold your horses here. Another headline from Sports Illustrated. Jimmy Butler's agent sent cryptic text message to NBA Insider about his injury status. Oh, what's going on? Just release the MRI, please. As I'm recording this, it is 6 o'clock in San Francisco on the West Coast. I don't care about this cryptic message. Just send us the results of the MRI, please. I digress. Let's get to it. What happened here? Okay, this was the tweet. This came out from the NBA on ESPN. So Mark J. Spears, not to be confused with Mark Spears, two very different people cover the same sport, but so Mark J. Spears says that Bernie Lee, Jimmy Butler's agent, texts me saying, pray for the bear. I started seeing this headline all over the internet. I'm like, what are they talking about? I love the bear. That's a great TV show. Should have won more Emmys. But what does that have to do with Jimmy Butler? I don't know. Some people on the internet started sleuthing around trying to figure out what this cryptic message that Bernie Lee is sending about Jimmy Butler. Here it is. Internet sleuths. It wasn't that hard to figure out. The Rockets mascot is a bear. So he said, pray for the bear because he's going to be in trouble now because Jimmy's coming back. This is what we're all assuming here is going on. Still, please just release the results of the MRI. But apparently everybody thinks that this is fine. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said afterwards that he's not too concerned. Apparently, get this mascot off of here. What are we doing? I'm tripping on Robitussin right now. Anywho, Steve Kerr didn't seem to be too worried. Warriors officials are saying that this is very similar to Steph's pelvic injury from last month. My God, I have become an expert. I feel like a doctor on pelvic injuries. We have studied them so much here on Warriors Digest over the last month with Steph getting his, then Kuminga, and now Jimmy Butler. These can be really serious. Some guys in the past, like LaMarcus Aldridge, I made a video on this before. He was out like 6 to 8 weeks. This was like 10 years ago because of a pelvic contusion like this. Seems like the smaller guys, are able to bounce back from this a little bit better. So we'll see. But I do also want to remind you, I saw this. Let's not forget, in 2023, Jimmy suffered a very similar injury. Let me see if I can bring this up here. This was against the Bucks, where he fell on his butt. Not the greatest angle, but you can see here, both very similar injury, pelvic contusion. Now, he did brace himself a little bit there, but some people pointed out he went on to have a 42-point game and I think a 52-point game right after in that series. So this is all the internet and myself put our detective hats on and have deduced here. This is what Bernie Lee, this is the point of this whole thing. Jimmy Butler's agent, Bernie Lee, this is what he was saying, pray for the bear, because when Jimmy gets hurt and he's looking for vengeance, he's going to get it. And this is what we are hoping will happen. We're hoping Jimmy will be available for Saturday as the Warriors come back to San Francisco to hopefully take the lead again in this series. I mean, just a physical series. I know there's a lot of debate going on around right now, whether Amen Thompson purposely did that. I want to hear what you think. Do you think Amen Thompson purposely undercut Jimmy on that? I don't think that he set out to, but I think he kind of took advantage of a situation that he found himself as he was falling towards Jimmy Butler. But I want to hear what you have to think. Let me know in the comments right now. But Jimmy, let's not forget. I mean, this is playoff Jimmy here. He's going to come back with a vengeance. This is what he did after the pelvic contusion that he suffered in 2023, 2 years ago. This was the series against Milwaukee where he injures it. And then in that second game there, and then comes back to score 56 points and 42 points in games. What is that? 4 and 5 of the series there. So, pardon me. Again, I'm sick, Robitussin brain. I'm dying here. But there's a point we are making here is that Jimmy can come back stronger. This is what we are assuming that Bernie is talking about, his agent here. Pray for the bear. Pray for the bear. That's what we're doing right now. But it would be nice to get a real update. It is nearly bedtime here. We were told we were going to get an MRI. As somebody who has taken MRIs before, it doesn't take that long to get the results. There, check his My Chart. They're probably in Jimmy Butler's My Chart right now. If somebody can get in there. Anyway, a couple other quick updates I wanted to get to here. Draymond Green does not get the Defensive Player of the Year. This was the headline here. He finished third behind Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who wins it. This was the tweet from Anthony Slater here. Dyson Daniels finished second, but Draymond is expected to be on the first team all defense. It's an honor that he's coveted the whole season. So shout out to Dre. I mean, you just see the continued effort that he puts in there just on a nightly basis. At his age, 13 years in the league, just still, especially when you consider he is playing undersized every single night. He's 6'6", usually matching up against 7-foot centers, and it's just amazing to see what he does. He was great again last night defensively against the Rockets bigs. I mean, he's doing everything he can to contain Steven Adams and Sengun, who I like to call Shane Yoon. If you're in the Bay Area, you know Shane Yoon is the most annoying thing in the Bay every year. So that's what we're calling Alpern Şengün here, because he's just, God, he is so annoying. He's a crybaby, isn't he? Anyway, you tell me what you think. Should Draymond have won? Should he have gotten Defensive Player of the Year? I will be happy to see him get first team all defensive honors there. That would be great for him at this point in his career. Just phenomenal what he continues to do. So anyway, we're still going to wait around here. 6:15 as I'm recording right now. Let's get this MRI update. We're waiting. I mean, the entire Bay and Warriors Dub Nation, all around the world is waiting again to hear the results of an MRI on a pelvic contusion. Just unbelievable, guys. What is going on here? Anyway, I'll be back as soon as we get some news. Peace.